As week-long voting in Humber's HSF Elections wraps up, staff are making the final push to bring students to the polls. Despite a streamlined electronic system making voting as easy as logging into email, getting students to exercise their democratic rights isn't proving easy. HSF Executive Director Ercole Peroni says this year's campaign was designed with a special emphasis on engaging Humber's electorate.
So every year we come up with different themes on how to promote the elections and get students involved and interested. This year we chose the executive search kind of model. That's why we brought in Aaliyah Jasmine Slovany from MTV and kind of went on that VJ search type where you have to apply for the job.
So just how important do Humber students think voting is?
I think that it's important for them to vote because everyone needs to have an input in who leads our school and who's in charge of everything that goes on around the school.
Something small like this, not really. I don't really believe they have much control to really change anything.
What happens if they don't want to vote and somebody else that they didn't want in gets in? So they have to vote. I think it's a really important thing to vote. Many people have fought for the right to vote that, actually.
I think it's important that students have a voice on campus. By voting fellow students into the election, we get to kind of go through them and really get our voices heard in terms of administration and what we're looking for around campus.
HSF presidential candidate Christian Manger, who is locked in a race to unseat current President Brian Tran, says the size of the HSF budget alone is good reason for students to vote.
That's when you have the opportunity to have a say over the budget and have a say of what you want as a candidate or what you want to have in a candidate. It's an $8.7 million budget, so it's a really big deal.
HSF Director Ercole Peroni told me that last year's turnout was about 20%. He expects this year to be a little bit higher, but still a lot of Humber and Guelph Humber students have not turned up at the polls yet. Now on Friday at 4:30, the results will be announced just outside this door here. After the polls close, it should be almost instantaneous, according to Peroni. It's an electronic voting system. All they have to do is press a button and the results will come in, and we'll know who the next HSF president and vice presidents are. For thedailyplanet.com, I'm Simon Rice.